Kobudo by definition means ancient martial way, but to most of us, we use the word to define weapons training. The study of Kobudo helps to give us a deeper understanding of our empty hand karate training. It also expands the mind by making you develop a new skill set. To say it differently, if you are training with a Kobudo weapon and you remove it from your hand, you would still be doing karate. A weapon which most people are probably familiar with is the bo, the 6-foot staff. You learn kata with this at the very beginning of your Kobudo journey. The kata can range from simple manipulations to very complex forms, turns, hand changes, and such. This is a weapon that you can always go back to ground yourself when the complexity of other training can get to you. We practice bo kata by ourselves, but we also have bo kumite, which we train with a partner. This helps to simulate the combat circumstance of using a bow. With the nunchaku, we have kata where you train with one or with a pair. The manipulations change, but the principles are still the same. We take a look at the sai. It's a shorter weapon, metal. The Okinawans used it primarily for defense against a sharp weapon, such as the katana or something else of that sort. The main focus of this, besides the normal technical precision which we strive for every time we train, is to look at speed. You're not going to want to be swinging this as hard as you can. You're going to be looking at getting from A to B as quickly and efficiently as possible. The tonfa are another example of the ingenuity of the Okinawans, creating a weapon out of the available farm implements. Techniques developed with this require a level of control and understanding of one's own hands to utilize striking, blocking, and grappling properly. We take a look at another weapon, the eaku, which essentially looks like a boat oar. Now this one, in contrast to a weapon like the sai, is designed primarily for pure power. The damage that can be caused by this being wielded properly is immense. Karate's quintessential cutting weapon is the gama. This curved sickle blade is used for stabbing, slashing, and cutting. This can be a very dangerous weapon if the wielder is not very aware and not skilled enough to handle it properly. Now we take a step slightly out of the box. We look at a weapon called the nichou gama. We have the kama, which are used primarily for cutting, slashing, and such. Now we also train the other version of this which have strings on them. Sometimes these are called flying kama. The nichou gama will push you to a very heightened level of focus in order to wield them properly. These are only taught to the higher-ranking martial artist. Having beauty and simplicity is the tanbo. Simple manipulations of striking and hitting, combined with fluidity of motion, can make this one of the most effective and efficient weapons in the Okinawan arsenal. The tanbo training is usually later in a karateka's journey of study. Although in its nature simple, the tanbo require a certain level of manipulation and articulation to utilize them properly. Most of the weapons we train resemble farming implements or fishing tools used by the Okinawans. The nunte-bo clearly resembles something of a spear, which would be used for stabbing, poking, or also you can see the ends of it used for grappling and pulling.